you from the Grimes Bowl today. I got Coach Todd here today with us, the Mason K-1 team. How you doing today, Coach?
Feeling pretty good today.
Awesome, awesome. What are we looking for out of our team today, Coach, in order to secure our win today?
We're looking for a lot of energy, a lot of effort. That's what we're looking for today.
Outstanding. We looking at maybe up in the air strategy, or we ground and pound?
Oh, all ground and pound today.
That's it.
All
That's
ground
good.
and pound.
Boys fired up and ready to go?
Oh, they're ready.
That's outside.
We are ready to get started.
Who are we playing today?
We are playing Western Brown.
All right, well, Western Brown's about to find out how good we are here in Mason, right? So,
oh, yeah.
Hey, good luck to you today, Coach. We wish you the best of luck. Thank you very much. Good luck to you.
No problem. Thanks a lot.
All right, good luck, Coach.
Passed away. If we all could just spend a moment of silence in his memory.
My name's Braylon. I'm number 0.
What grade are you in, Braylon?
First.
First grade. Grant? What number are you wearing, Grant?
2.
Number 2. What grade are you in, Grant?
First.
First grade. Okay, do you have a favorite NFL player? Or favorite college player?
Tyreek Hill.
Who is it?
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. That's a good one.
Amari.
Amari, what number are you wearing?
3.
Number 3. What grade are you in, Amari?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten. You got a favorite player?
Yes.
Who's your favorite player?
Jamal Chase.
Jamar?
Lincoln.
Lincoln. What grade are you in?
First grade.
First grade. What number are you wearing, Lincoln?
4.
Number 4. You got a favorite player? Yeah, who is it? No?
No.
Well, how many touchdowns are you going to score this year, Lincoln?
9.
9. I like that.
Jose.
Jose? Well, what number are you wearing this year, Jose?
What?
What number are you wearing? What number is your jersey? Do you know what number you have on?
5.
Number 5. That's right. How many touchdowns are you going to score? How many touchdowns do you want to score this year?
I don't know.
10? 20?
7.
7? I like that.
Ace.
Ace. That's right. How old are you, Ace?
6.
6. What number are you wearing, buddy?
10.
Number 10. How many touchdowns do you want to score this year, Ace?
100.
100 touchdowns? All right.
Ando!
Angelo. That's right. What number are you wearing, Angelo?
17.
17. How old are you, Angelo? How old are you?
5.
5? How many touchdowns are you going to score this year?
7.
I like it. All right.
Jack.
How old are you, Jack?
5.
5. What number are you wearing this year, Jack? You know what number you're wearing?
19.
19. How many touchdowns are you going to score?
19.
19 touchdowns? Good.
Jack got born.
What's your name?
Jack got born.
Jake. Okay. What number are you wearing this year?
1, 2.
21. 21.
21.
How old are you?
5.
5. And how many touchdowns are you going to score this year?
29.
29. I like it. Tell them your name. Tell the people your name.
Charles.
Charles. How old are you, Charles?
6.
6. How many touchdowns are you going to score this year, Charles?
17.
17. You got a favorite player? Favorite NFL player?
Yeah.
Who is it?
AJ Green.
AJ Green? Nice. Wow. Who's your favorite player?
Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott. Okay. What's your name?
Duke.
Duke? Duke, what number are you wearing, Duke?
Number 52.
52. Are you a Cowboys fan, Duke? All right, we won't hold that against you. How many touchdowns are you going to score this year?
How much I can.
As many as you can? That's a good answer. Tell them your name.
Chris. Yes.
All right, what number are you wearing this year, man?
8.
What number? All right, 51.
1.
That's right. How many touchdowns are you going to score?
2.
2? All right, that's a good number.
There's more 2.
All right.
My name is King, and my age is 6, and my favorite football player is Joe Burrow. My name is Xander, and my number is 1, 2, and I'm really excited to be here.
welcome to Dwyer Field, ladies and gentlemen, for the start of this year's 2024 Grimes Bowl, as the Western Brown U6 will take on the K-1 through first grade Mason Commons, led by Coach Todd. As you know, these kids are really ready to get their season underway. I'm Daniel Panetti here with Trevor Rose for today's broadcast. And Trevor, still early in the morning, we have a whole day of football ahead of us.
Yeah, it's going to be a great day, leading off with the K-1 team. It's a K-1 team, the youngest group, earliest game in the morning, but they all look really juiced down there to be out here for the start of the season.
Yeah, we just got through the player introductions as kickoff, or not kickoff, the first drive will start in just a couple of seconds. And Trevor, we were in these situations so many times when we played youth football, and the Grimes Bowl was always one of the most look forward to games that we had. We know obviously of it being streamed on places like YouTube, but you know, being one of the first home games of the season, we always look forward to it.
Yeah, ICRC games, not ICRC games, but the Grimes Bowl games were so much fun to play in. Since I played in the ICRC game, the Grimes Bowl game, from second grade to sixth grade, and I always loved playing in it. So it looks like Mason will start the game on offense.
Yes, the Commons will come out on offense to start today's game. Most games usually end around an hour, go all the way to 6 p.m. tonight as we end. We go through all the way from K1 into the sixth grade games, as well as tomorrow.
Yep. As they're all getting ready to break the huddle, and Western Brown getting lined up for defense. Looks like a five-man front up for Western Brown. You'll probably see that a lot through all these games, especially the earlier games.
Yeah, with it being the younger grades, mainly going to see runs, so you're expecting the defenses to just really send the house every play. Obviously, if it being K1 through first, you're not really expecting to see any passes. So, it was still being young coaches on the field.
I think that coaches are off the field around 4th, 5th grade, and it's just kids on the field, but coaches will help them line up and get it underway. They look like they're stacking the line.
Still await the first snap. Nobody on the outside for the Comets.
And there we go. They all quarterback run to the outside. Tackled out of bounds around the 40. Way to kick off the game so far for the Comets.
Yeah, nice shot from the quarterback, being able to get around that defender. Look on this replay. I mean, expected a pitch, but decides to keep it and runs right around the defender. Is able to get a couple of yards on first down. It's a nice little start for the Comets.
Great way from the Western Brown defender to force him out of bounds and make the tackle, limiting the long gain.
Play was good for a first down.
About 6 or 7 yards on second down for the Comets.
Yeah, it's likely the majority of what we're going to see is those outside runs. So coaches love to call in these types of games because you know how much the speed matters, especially at this age group.
Yeah, it's all about speed, and it's all about speed in youth, especially leading up to the 5th grade, as the second down carry takes them about 1 yard until the first down, and a little slow to get up there for the running back.
Yeah, but very nice form tackle there. It's really nice to see some of the younger guys having such nice technique, being able to get low. I know when we were playing, that was something my dad, being a kind of the defensive coach, would hammer. Is always you gotta always get low and wrap around the knee, around the leg. So, very nice form tackle, and it's just things that you love to see at this time. 22 is able to come off the field by himself.
Neil Payne's play.
Well, 51 will be heading onto the field. And one thing that we always did in youth football was watch a video from the Seattle Seahawks about their tackling techniques. And that's what we always use, their tackling, get low, wrap, and spin.
Obviously, that time being the Legion of Boom when we were
in,
it feels like forever ago at this point, but
center really ready to get the next play going. It's explosive out of the huddle to get to the ball. About 1 or 2 yards until a first down for the Comets.
Gonna get a pre-snap whistle. Will be a flag on the play.
Be a false start on Mason. Driving back 5 yards.
You don't know what the snap count is, but remember a lot of times Coach Kaiser, who was our coach in the K-1 and through that era, would always try and get the plays on 2, and it felt like the hardest thing in the world to remember that snap count, especially when the defense would jump and you'd have to stay still.
Yeah, you gotta take the hit if the defense is coming across the ball on count that's 2 or even 3.
We did a lot of different varieties of snap counts. It'd be set, a 1 to 2.
Oh. Number 1, the quarterback to the outside, and what a tackle there from Western Brown to push him down. Looks like a loss of 1 or a loss of 2 there. It was a great job there. He was able to shut down the quarterback.
Yeah, take a look at this on the outside, 23. Just a great form tackle once again. You can tell Weston Brown has really gone through the tackling motions in practice, being one of the key things to hammer, especially at, it feels like we're already repeating ourselves, but at the 6 underage, it's like the big thing that you gotta control.
Yeah, and it will look like Mason will flip it over to Western Brown. Western Brown will take over, or no, just flipping sides of the field.
And now it looks like,
I think it is going to be a change of possession.
Yeah, it looks like a change of possession. The Western Brown will get their first possession on offense. So first drive for the Comets, a couple of nice runs, but just some great defense from Western Brown, able to get the ball back to them. So, there are definitely some good, some things to improve on.
Head coached by
Yeah,
Ryan Taylor, assisted by Lee Belcher.
Let's see how
Tim
Western
Saylor,
Brown's offense
TJ
plans to
Jacobs,
attack the
and
Comets'
Jason
defense.
Zulchek.
The Comets, they tried on their drive, get to the outside. I wonder if Western Brown's going to try to do the same thing.
First down.
Three in the backfield, and it will be a handoff up the middle. And breaking through. Still breaking through. There he goes, tackled at the 50-yard line for a first down for Western Brown.
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about. That's what made Western Brown's defense so good that first drive, is they were able, for that first guy, to get the ball carrier down. It's just the biggest obstacle at this time is just keeping the ball. It's just trying to get the ball carrier down. But what a job by the running back to just keep his head down and keep moving.
Yeah.
It's a That's an offensive coach's dream and a defensive coach's nightmare.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're, especially in the higher grades, if you're able to make people move and get nice, solid gains up the middle, every offensive line coach will be happy with that. Every coach will be happy with that, unless you're on the defensive side, obviously. And we'll come back out for a first down from the 50. See what Western Brown can cook up.
Western Brown really stacks the box right
Yeah,
behind the center.
they really stacked it.
Almost like a kneel formation.
It's a quarterback keeper and not much there that they could gain. About 3-yard gain for Western Brown right there on the quarterback keeper up the middle. They really stacked that box. They had 2 guys right behind the quarterback, kind of like Philadelphia when they do their quarterback sneaks on the goal line.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a kind of a kneel formation that you see in like the NFL, college football, games like that. But I remember you always see those kind of weird formations. I remember we used to run the wishbone a lot in some of the early grades, so it's not uncommon to see formations where that backfield is just really tightly pushed together.
See, Mason, their coach is giving them a little talk out there, and Western Brown will come up to the line. Let's see if they will go back to the quarterback keep or go what they did the first play and hand it up the middle. As 3 will be in the backfield.
Yeah, so far through a couple of plays, it's been working for them, so you got to think they just keep on going up the middle.
And getting to the outside is the quarterback. He'll get the first, and he's racing, 1 man left. And he will score. Touchdown for Western Brown. Quarterback was able to get around, get to the outside.
Yeah, definitely.
House call.
That definitely catches the defense by surprise, and that's what would be
about 50 yards.
That's what would be the huge killer when we used to play, is when the quarterback would go to the outside. It would sometimes just be game over. But look at that, just great speed, able to get to the outside, stays in bounds, and he was just completely off from there. Only had 1 guy to beat, but that breakaway speed was able to just beat him, and Western Brown gets on the board first.
Yeah, and the quarterback took it, had 3 guys, the running backs in the backfield.
Yeah, it was a lot different.
Blockers.
A lot different of a formation than the play before, where they stacked the box. That time, guys went back way farther. So, Western Brown now going to go for 2 to try and make this an 8-0 game.
They will go with the same formation with 3 running backs in the backfield, quarterback under center. Western Brown will take the snap. It will be an outside carry for the quarterback, and no one will catch him. That 2-point conversion is converted by Western Brown, making it an 8-0 game as we flip possession.
Actually, be a 7-0 game. It looks like the extra points will count as 1. But pretty much the same play, just different side there from Western Brown. Looks like they kind of found what works for their offense. Look at this again. It's a direct snap, and he's just going to take it himself.
What a way there by the running back and the 2 running backs to get upfield and get blocks, find blocks to seal that edge for the quarterback to run behind him.
Yeah, you have all those lead blockers, and the Comets, really most of their defense just stacked up in the middle. You would think maybe next drive the coaches try and switch that up a little bit, but you have your lead blockers, you have that speed on the outside. It's hard for a lot of teams to stop teams that can execute their plays like that.
Yeah, so, especially if you have guys that are faster than your outside edges.
Yeah, so Mason will get their second possession on offense. We look back, a couple of nice plays, some runs on the outside, but the Western Brown defense just was able to hold their ground and force that change of possession. So you wonder if we might see more outside runs, just like Western Brown did on offense, and try and get this game tied up.
Yeah, the quarterback for Mason had 2 great outside runs on the last drive. One that got about 6 yards, and then the other just met at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, we looked about 13 minutes left here in the first. So Comets plenty of time to try and get something going. Let's see what Coach Todd brings up this second drive.
A little tight formation with wide receivers trying to play in tight.
Coach gets its players adjusted before the snap.
Let's see what the first play design will be as they get ready. The handoff to the outside, and he is tripped up after no gain.
A handoff to number 2, a nice play by that defensive end. You know, something we've seen from Western Brown is that their outside guys are pretty exceptionally well. Being able to contain, Mason's only had like 1 or 2 plays on the outside that's really gotten around them. So, you know, able to get that one-on-one tackle, that's really just a coach's dream.
Absolutely, especially with the defensive ends playing the contain and forcing them back inside where the rest of the group is. That was textbook by the end there to force them back inside and actually make the tackle.
We'll see what the Comets bring up here on second.
It's the same formation for the Comets.
It looks like they kind of run the same thing, kind of the single back style.
The single back tights.
King Bello under center.
Takes the snap, and it's a jet sweep. And he is tackled with about a 1 or 2 yard gain.
Yeah, nice little play design.
Lawson, the ball carrier.
Looks like a little trouble getting up.
Yep. But he's all set.
Jeremiah Toole.
Man, that if he broke that, that could have been a real good play there for the Comets.
Yeah, it could have went for a lot. You know, we've really seen a lot of those straight outside runs or up the middle. First time that we've really seen somewhat of a jet sweep from the Comets. Just, you know, once again, you know, kind of being the same drum, the Western Brown kind of defensive line has just been playing very, very well.
See what they can draw up as they will get set. The ball will be and it will look like a false start for Mason, pushing back 5 more yards. Looked like the center moved a little bit before he snapped the ball.
Yeah, that's the second false start from the Comets. Sorry, did you say something?
The guard was a little bit too fast off the ball. And the handoff to the running back, and he is met in the backfield. Met by 2 or 3 Western Brown players and could not get through.
Yeah, looking back at this, you see just a couple of guys getting in the backfield there, just running right through that offensive line. And the Comets, as a coach, you just want them to play a little more physical.
And they will take it away. It will be a punt as regular football would be, and it will flip over to the other side of the field at the 35. Western Brown will take back over on offense.
Yeah, so a running clock going. Western Brown's going to get their second drive, though. Obviously, their first drive ended in 7 with a couple of very, very nice runs, and then that long touchdown on the sideline. So the Comet defense, you wonder if the coach maybe puts an extra guy on the outside to try and contain. And you kind of like what you've seen other than that first play. The defensive line did its job kind of the rest of the drive. It's really just that outside that, just always seems to be the killer. As we'll take another look at this touchdown here. Formation, the quarterback just keeps it himself, kind of fakes the handoff, and you just see all the lead blockers. Great job from Weston Brown. He's able to just move on to the sidelines, and it was just 7 from there.
Yeah, it's really hard to catch someone that fast on the sideline like that, especially when he does that little boot to get away with blockers. And the extra point, just the same thing but the opposite way. Why change it if it's working?
Yeah, so we'll see if the Comets make any adjustments this second drive.
And they will start with a huddle for Western Brown. The Comets defense getting all set up. They'll get in a little huddle as well. I expect some changes by the coaching staff to try to avoid the outside runs. Looks like they will try to change it. They will go with still a 5-man front, but a little bumped over.
You can see some guys on the outside that didn't really happen last drive, so you love to see some of those little adjustments, see what the kids can do after seeing one drive from Western Brown. You know, now the defense is going to know, hey, you got to contain the outside a little bit better.
Still trying to figure out the play. And they will go ahead and break the huddle for Western Brown as they will come back to the line. Ooh, a different formation here. It looks like a little, kind of like a trip formation or an overload formation.
Yeah, a bunch of different looks from this Western Brown offense so far today.
That's it's great to see them just not do the same formation as the handoff will be taken. And he'll break through 2 tackles and wrestled down after a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, that's the best play we've seen from this Comet defense. A couple guys able to just immediately get through that offensive line. And although they can't get the tackle, they force him to go outside a little more. Mix that outside guy kind of playing corner, able to get up. Some of the linebackers able to come up and get that tackle. Great form tackle from number 22. And, that's putting a big smile on the defensive coach's face.
Absolutely, as it looks like a timeout will be taken as players clear the field. And they will all go and grab some water.
We're going to go to a quick break. Thank you for listening here on ICRC. We will be right back.
Where's your emergency?
I felt accomplished after I got my diploma. Made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Where is your emergency?
I felt accomplished after I got my diploma. Made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back to Dwyer Field for some second half action here for the Western Brown 6 under versus the Mason K-1 Comets, led by Coach Todd. The halftime score 7-2 for Western Brown. A nice offensive drive, but the Comets were able to stand pretty tall on defense after just a couple of plays before we went to that break. I'm Daniel Panetti here with my broadcast partner Trevor Rose, and Trevor, going into the second half, the Comets were having a little bit of a struggle on offense, but they're able to get that break, able to get some water and some coach talk into them, and you're hoping that you can see some nice improvements from this offense.
Yeah, you're really hoping that they could get the ball moving. They have been able to get the ball moving, but penalties have been sending them back to false start penalties on back-to-back drives to set them back and kind of stall the drive. Penalties will be a staller.
Yeah, and obviously with it being K1, you're going to have those penalties, you know, being around 6 or 7. Obviously, those 2 counts seem like the hardest thing in the world. For some of these kids, you know, me and you both experienced it playing on the offensive line back when we played, and looks like Western Brown is going to start with the ball here in the second half. Field gets flipped, so they will be going from right to left this time. So the Comets, before we went to that break, their defense seems to have kind of found a new formation, put some guys on the corners, and were able to get a nice little stop on that first down. Let's see if they can keep that going.
Yeah, and it looks like Western Brown will go back to their formation with 3 running backs in the backfield with the quarterback under center. Let's see, will they go back to the touchdown play that they ran with the quarterback outside? And let's see if the Comets are able to stop it.
You see a couple of the back guys going out.
And it is. It's a quarterback keeper, and he will get to the outside. No one will be catching him. That at the 20, 10, 5, and that will be a touchdown.
Yeah, so it wasn't that same exact play going on the outside. just that quarterback is just so incredibly fast that these Comets cannot catch him. So that'll bring the score to 14-0. We were wrong in the first. That extra point did go for 2, so they can try and make it a 16-point game. But you know, when you have a quarterback that's just that fast, it's hard for pretty much any team to catch him. So it's just, you know, frustrating for the defense, but you know, try and maybe get a stop here on this extra point and bring out your offense, see if they can, you know, try and start to come back at this lead a little bit.
Yeah, and that was great discipline by the quarterback. Caught someone in an over pursuit and was able to shoot the gap upfield to get free.
So we get ready for this extra point.
And again, why steer away from the play that's working? They will look like they will line up in the same formation. Yes, they will. Indeed, they will.
Yeah, and as a defensive coach, you have to be telling the guys that, hey, this play is most likely going to the outside. So get your speedy guys there and make sure that they're ready.
It is. We'll go to the outside, and it will get there for the 2 points.
Yeah, that's just
maybe.
Once again, for the extra point.
Yeah, that extra point will be good. Was able to stay in bounds. And that's really just been the bread and butter of this Western Brown team, is taking your quarterback and going the outside. Take another look at this touchdown. Number 23 kind of fakes the handoff a little bit, sees that gap that his lead blockers get, and is just able to run right by this defense. That breakaway speed that we know way too well. And get this from another angle. You just see it's just hard to catch a guy who can just break away and just get down the sideline that fast.
Again, he finds the gap in the over pursuit and able to shoot it. And then here's the 2-point conversion, was able to get to the outside, but no one there for Mason to catch him.
Yeah, so it's really just been that same exact play. Each drive that has been so good for Western Brown. We did see in the last play of the first half, it looked like they tried to run it, but Mason was able to stop it from getting too far outside. So, you know, you think that's probably what coach is going to be saying. You know, most of these guys probably playing 2 ways still. So this Comet offense will come out for their first drive of the second half after that little breather. And, you know, you wonder if they might try and take a step out of the Western Brown playbook and go outside themselves. A lot of runs up the middle there in the first. Did get some success, but overall the Western Brown defense was able to stop them.
See if Mason, again, what you said, Mason taking out of Western Brown's playbook and try to get to the outside. Obviously, you have seen that they do have playmakers with their defense on tackling-wise.
Yeah, some very good tackling from Western Brown is what you love to see, especially at such the low age level.
And ball's down in the backfield. It's picked up by the running back, and he is wrapped down for a loss of 4. It looked like a lineman got in there, was able to disrupt the quarterback on the transfer back to the running back.
Yeah, those under center snaps can be so difficult. I know obviously I used to be a center, and me and our quarterback, we had our very fair share of bad snaps. So, you know, stuff like that happens, and, you know, good job from Mason to just get on the ball, not allow a turnover, and just reset and try and get that and some back on second down.
Let's see, and it looks like the same formation with a little bit of overlap at the ends, a little tight formation. The quarterback will take it to the outside, able to shed 1 tackle and 2, and get down right at where they started the drive. And a little slow up there for the quarterback. As they will get him up.
don't think he's too badly hurt. And what you see from this Western Brown defense that the Comets really haven't been doing is that they have guys way on the corners to stop that outside run. And that's kind of why Western Brown has been getting so much good from that outside run, is because the Comets really like to stack that inside and not let anything up the middle, but that just allows the outside to become wide open, which is what they've been doing so well. And the Western Brown defense isn't going to allow that, so the Comets have to kind of find something else to make it work.
And they will go line up for their 3rd and long. 3rd and 10 here for the Comets, to see if they're able to pick up a first down, keep this drive moving, or if they'll have to give the ball back to this red-hot Western Brown offense. Coaches will set up their players, making sure they are all set in the correct positions. The ball will be snapped, and he is drilled. Ball's out, but recovered by Mason. And he got popped.
Let's take a close look up at this. Just not a great transfer from the center to the quarterback. Just misses them. A nice job to just fall on the ball, not allow a turnover. But you do think with that being 3rd down, they are going to flip the field once again.
And it looks like they'll stay in there on offense, being down 2 touchdowns. They look to try to get this and try to break one.
Yeah, you like the aggression from the coaches.
Yeah, absolutely. Just sometimes, you just have to be aggressive when it comes to stuff like this, as it's a 4th and long at the 35. See if they can try to
break something through, find a hole.
Maybe try to, yep, and he breaks one and tackled down after a gain of 1. And that will be a turnover.
And ball carrier seems to be down. You got number 22. Hope that he's all right. Hate to see guys go down, especially at this age.
He got popped right away and then was wrapped up and tackled right afterwards.
Yeah, probably got the wind knocked out of him on that hit from the outside. Luckily, though, he is able to get up, walk in his own. You see all the kids taking knees, showing the respect.
Had a fair share of those. Knocking the wind out of yourself during a football game. I had a fair share of those.
You just turn the corner and you see that defensive end coming right at you.
Well, mine was always after an interception when I'm running down the field and get blindside hit by some guy. That's always where mine came.
Doing a pulling block, maybe.
Man,
high school level.
Yeah, pulling blocks. We love pulling blocks.
The guards love pulling blocks.
Oh, the guards love it. The ends not so much. Centers depends on where that defensive tackle is, where the guard's leaving. If it's playing in a three technique, then man, you won't have a rough time.
The Western. Oh, you get a look at the fans coming in and enjoying today. Very nice day for football. We do got to say that. About 75 degrees here at 11 o'clock. Radar looks very good for tonight. Only a high of 85, which in the summer heat feels very nice to be getting. So this Western Brown offense is going to get their fourth possession of the game, coming off of that touchdown, that last drive. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Get some clouds in the sky so the sun isn't beaming. You know, we both know how bad that sun can be on game day, especially with the turf. You know, getting thrown down on that very hot turf.
And also
never feels good.
Yeah,
the rain games were fun.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Except when it was a monsoon that 1 week. 4th grade.
Lakota.
Yeah, that Lakota week, bro. It was as an outside, and he will get 3. breaking another tackle. Finally brought down at the 19 for another Western Brown long run and a first down. Man, they are just breaking free of this Mason Comet defense.
Yeah, you know that the tackling is going to be a big point of emphasis this week in practice for the Comets. But a nice job from the defender to chase him down on the outside. Looked like he might have been gone, but he's able to look at this replay. He's able to run him down just a little bit. It's like number 30.
Yeah, was able
to get him down.
Was able to get there.
See, you gotta love that pursuit as a coach. You know, a lot of the times that the guys can kind of try and give up on plays when it looks like it's over, but you have that hustle, you have that conditioning to be able to chase down that ball carrier there at the end.
And one thing that high school coach Kastner emphasizes a lot is attitude and effort. He had great effort there to be able to chase him down and good attitude to stop the touchdown from happening.
Yeah, some very big things, you know, the Comets probably do. You know, for us, we had the 6-100. You know, you probably think of a lot of them, but just, you know, I always loved that 6-100 one. You did every play, it's about 6 seconds tops. Give your 100%, then you get, well, maybe 15, 20 seconds of a rest, probably even a little bit longer.
Yeah.
The sponsors.
6-100. We had
the hustle hit, never quit.
Yeah, hustle hit, never quit, man. Youth football was a very, very fun experience.
Yeah, I mean, even though the Comets down right now, I'm sure that it's always just fun to just get on the football field and, you know, get the season started.
Yep, and they'll still win, go out there and win some games, but at the very start of the season, sometimes you just find people that are better than you, and he's breaking free. Had about 3 guys wrap him up, but was able to break through.
Yeah, so able to just get a nice little stop there from this Comet defense. And yeah, I mean, when we played, we always had those early season struggles. You know, it's bound to happen.
Yeah, always. Just making a pile up front, and was able to get the handoff off and give it to the running back so you get through. Yep. As the view for the cheerleaders cheering on the K-1 team for Mason, and Western Brown will head back to the line.
We just reached under 8:30 left here in the second half. The Comets.
And that's up the middle. Touchdown for Western Brown.
Touchdown.
You'll get some up to about 22. That makes the score 22 to nothing. And
again, 23. That's his.
He's really been the guy so far for Western Brown. You give him the ball, he finds that lane, and he's just able to shoot right through and get that 6. So
both sides of the ball too.
Yeah, but like we said, you know, we used to play. A lot of the guys would play 2 ways. You can tell he's really the star of the team. So very, very good showing from him and Western Brown today. You just hope the Comets on offense or defense, you can just trying to get to a point where you can end the game on some sort of a high note, maybe force a fumble, maybe put together a nice offensive drive. We'll take another look at this touchdown. He's just able to get right through, evade some of the defenders. Take a look at another angle. Wow, that offensive line just pushes right through the Comets.
Yeah, the D-line was not ready, and what's that one thing that your dad always said with coaching? Quick will win.
Quick will win. That was his motto every single time. Even though how much I grew to hate it, this extra point, that's a guy chasing after him, and they're able to get him down. So the extra point is no good. Comets are able to defend that outside run, so you really like to see that, a little bit of adjustment.
Yeah, it was the outside handoff. That's the first outside handoff that we've seen so far from Western Brown, other than the ones just with the quarterback the boots with lead blockers.
Most of them just quarterback keepers. But like we were saying, that's really the big thing about defense. Even though how much I grew to hate it because you would say it so much, it was true. If you are quick, you're able to get to that ball quick, you are going to win the football game.
Good defensive stop.
Nice play from number 3, able to keep the guy from getting too far outside.
He did fumble the ball, but was able to fall on his own fumble.
Yeah, so a very, very nice play from the Comets, especially number 3 there on the outside, able to contain. It's not easy. It's not easy to be a one-man show there on the outside, try and keep a guy from getting to the sideline. So a very good drive, and the Comets will take over again on offense.
Yeah, he was playing that outside part, the end, the corner type position, and you never want to be stuck on the island out there, especially if there's a guy running right at you. Corners, they feed off of being an island when it comes to the passing game, but not right there on the run game.
Not on the run game, but it just makes your athletes look way better when they
absolutely.
are able to get a stop. And obviously, with it being K-1 and 6 under, you're not really going to see a pass.
Oh, absolutely.
Haven't seen one yet. Probably won't see one until maybe the 4th or 5th grade games, maybe a little earlier, but especially not in these younger ones. A little over 5 minutes left. See if the Comets can get settled a little bit on offense.
So they will go back under center. And the handoff was not a clean exchange.
Grandpa, the ball carrier is stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Just not a good exchange from center to quarterback, and it was on the ground. He picked it up. Luckily, it did not cost a turnover.
It's really been that Achilles heel for the Comets offense, is getting that center to quarterback exchange. Can't say much about it. Me being a center, the amount of times that I would snap it over our quarterbacks' heads when we would try and move into the shotgun. But,
oh man, those shotgun days. Switching finally from under center to shotgun was, man, it was a hard thing to try to change.
Yeah, especially being the center for it. That play Comets kind of somewhat of the same results. And that's going to be a big point of emphasis. The two things that the Comets are likely going to try and hammer in practice is getting those clean snap executions on offense, and then just making sure you're getting low and wrapping on defense. You're going to see a lot of those tackling dummies.
Contain the outside.
Probably a lot of Oklahoma in practice.
Oklahoma drills. Well, I definitely think maybe a little pursuit practice would also be a great benefit for the defense. I remember last year when I was helping out coaching, we did a lot of pursuit drills with the O-line, D-line.
Yeah, just something where ball carrier can just start by running outside, and that defender's got to chase him out there and wrap him down,
or even force him inside. If you're a defensive end or a corner and you're able to force him inside, just like right there, he was able to force him back inside where the rest of the team is, so he could make the play.
Yeah, that was a really textbook play from that defender. He had to go outside. He had to kind of run backwards, run around. Saw that it allowed the defense to kind of get back over, force him back inside to the rest of the defense is able to clash down on him. So that's what you really want to see from your defense.
And it looks like that will be all for the first game of the day. Western Brown will take that one 22-0 against the K-1 team. And I mean, it was still a hard-fought game on both sides.
Yeah, you saw some things that you liked from both teams. It was really just, the Comets were just outspeeded. We thank you for watching this K-1 Mason Comets versus Western Brown game. Comets unfortunately go down 22-0. We'll be back with more coverage here soon.